45, also known as a Peak. The British Rail Class 45 or Salter Type 4 were diesel locomotives built by British Railways Derby and Crew Works between 1960 and 1962, along with the similar Class 44 and 46 locomotives. They become known as Peaks. The Class 45s become a main attraction of the Midland Main Line from 1962, and their introduction allowed considerable acceleration of the previous steam-powered services. The Class 45s remained the main source of power on the Midland Main Line up to 1982, where they were relegated to secondary services following the introduction of HSTs on the route. From 1986, Class 45s virtually disappeared from the line. From the early 1980s until their withdrawal in 1988, the class were regular performers on the North Transpennine Line, working in services from Liverpool Lime Street to York, Scarborough or Newcastle via Manchester, Victoria, Huddersfield and Leeds. These trains were usually formed of early Mark II carriages of up to 7 in a typical train. The engines of the Class 45 are a marine type, slowly revving diesel, a Sulzer 12 LDA 28B with a bore of 280mm, hence the 28 in the engine designation, and a stroke of 360mm. This gave 22 litres per cylinder, or 264 litres for the old engine. The unit was turbocharged and intercooled and gave 2,500 horsepower. The engine was as a double bank type with two parallel banks of 6 cylinders geared together to a single output shaft. 6-cylinder versions of the engine were fitted in a Class 25 loco and the 8-cylinder version in the Class 33s. Class 35s were the updated version of the Class 44 locomotives, the latter having a 2,300 horsepower non-intercooled version of the same engine. The later Class 47 had a modified version of the same engine. So, maximum speed is 90. It's got an output of 2,500 brake horsepower. It was operated by British Rail between the years of 1962 and 1989. 11 has been preserved, 1 stored, and remainder scrapped. There's a lot of scrapped ones. Effingham Ongar Railway have one. Neem Valley Railway has one. So yeah, that's the history. Let's get in and start it. So climb in through this door. Test the fire alarm. Fire alarm works well. Test this. That's an air passenger. Correct. So what we want to do is get engine room light on. Nose light on. Route indicator. We need to go into the back cab and set the tail lights. Achievement. Right, tail lights are on. And then lights are on. Epic. So, sit in the driver's seat. Adjust the seat because I think it's a bit too high. There we are. So what we're going to do is put the master key on. Engine, reverse at engine only. An old engine start until you hear it. There we are. Put that in forward now. Release your handbrake. This panel is for the trainee. If you have a train on, you just press that button there. Okay, and brake is releasing. You want to hit the instrument lights, which is just here. Set the brake to release. Wait for the pressure to come off. Set the throttle, and we are away. Set it around 20%. Now, on any heritage railway, this would really pique an enthusiast's interest. Now, if you're wondering why they're called peaks, the class was named after different mountain peaks in Britain. That's the name. Somewhere. I've never done this one before. This is loco only. I will be using the straight air brake, as it is a light loco move. There we are. Now we are reversing back into Manchester Victoria, so what I'm going to do is shut down the cab. So what we want to do is reverse it off, master key to off, want to get instrument lights off, route indicator light off, nose light off, engine room light off, tail lights on, brake to shut down, this brake off. So, we are now ready to change ends, so probably best to go down this one. Make sure the tail lights are on, which they are. Climb in. Sit down. Sort the lights out, so I want the route indicator light off, these off. So, master key on, reverse it forward, driver's brake to release, and throttle to about 20%. Buggered horn. Off the speed. Again, just using that as straight air brake. like it's got sticky brakes, this unit. Welcome to Manchester Victoria again. There we are. So, that's the Class 45 quick start guide. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you want to see a particular loco or train, then do comment back. Then do comment what you want to see. So, I've been BCP Well. This has been the Class 45 diesel electric locomotive in BR Blue. I've been BCP Well, and I'll see you in the next one.